A very good afternoon to you all. I'm R.K. Singh. I have completed engineering from Visvesvaraya Technical University. I have 20 years of experience in IT sector as a trainer. I had been to Jamshedpur Institute of Technology as well as BIT Mesra. I have taught many BTech and BCA students. So today I'm here to teach you computer architecture. So today I'm going to explain nature of computer and a block structure of computer system. In nature of computer, I'm going to explain the difference between human brain and central processing unit. Before that, I'd like to say one thing. Imagination is more important than knowledge. So let's start the class. Nature of computer system. Look at the block diagram. Let's imagine how our brain interprets the real instruction. Just take an example of addition of two numbers. Suppose I ask, add two numbers. What will you do? You just pick the pen. You will write on paper. Which number must be added to which number, right? This pen is an input device. With this, you are writing on real life memory, isn't it? The real life memory is paper. Using this pen, you are writing on paper. So pen is considered as input device and paper is real life memory. There you are writing 2 plus 2 equals to what? Next, directly it is going to your brain. Your brain is divided in two parts, control unit and arithmetic logic. Lots of instructions coming towards you, and the control unit is controlling the flow of real life instruction. So at present, your brain is giving focus on 2 plus 2 equals to what? You were busy executing some other instructions in real life. Next, your brain passes this 2 plus 2 equals to what? To arithmetic logic unit, ALU. Your ALU calculates it and gives the result back to the 2 plus 2 equals to 4. I'd like to repeat this calculation. Using pen and pencil, you are writing on real life memory, that is paper, and from paper it goes to the brain. Remember, here I have used the dotted lines because it's wireless. From paper to your brain, it's wireless. There is no wire. And your brain interprets the real life instructions. That is, control unit controls the flow of instructions and arithmetic logic unit performs the addition task and gives back the result to the paper. This is what happening in your real life, no? Now, moving to the next block structure, that is computer. How computer interprets or executes the computer instruction. Look at this block diagram. Instead of pen and pencil, here we are using keyboard and monitor. Using keyboard, you are inserting data in computer, right? So instead of pen and pencil, we are using keyboard as an input device. Next, writing the same on RAM, random access memory. So what we are writing? We are not writing like human brain. We are not writing directly 2 plus 2 because computer cannot perform any arithmetic or any task without a program. Until or unless you will not give a program for any task, the computer will not do that task. So here you got to write a program. That is, write a program to add two numbers. I've taken the same example to add two numbers. Suppose you want computer to add two numbers, you will have to write a program in either Fortran, Basic, C, C++, Pascal, Java. Okay, in any English-like language. There we were using English, but here we are using English-like language. So in any English-like language, you will have to write a program. So to add two numbers, we have written a program. It's there in RAM, and it passes to the. So here it is not wireless, since we have used the buses. We have used the bus to transfer the data from one device to another device. So I have not given the dotted line, okay, between memory and the central processing unit. So again, you see, like brain, there is a control unit. Here the name of control unit is program control unit. It controls the flow of instruction inside the computer. It controls the flow of instruction. First of all, we will write a program using keyboard to the RAM, and from RAM it goes to the central processing unit. And once again, the central processing unit is divided like a brain in two parts: control unit and arithmetic logic unit. Control units controls the flow of instruction, whereas arithmetic logic unit performs the addition, subtractions, multiplications, division, as well as logical operations. Okay. So here what happens? After executing the program, the CPU passes to the user. First number equals to what? Then user enters 2. As soon as you will enter 2, second number, you will have to enter the another number 2. Next, central processing unit calculates it 4. So now you will think human brain is much faster, isn't it? Yes, of course, human brain is much faster than computer for small calculation. But do you know, once you have given program to computer, the computer is million billion times faster than you, your brain. For small calculations like 2 plus 2 or any additions, a computer can perform million together instruction. Now, one beautiful example I will take: weather forecast. Daily news used to see weather forecast. Do you know how much time your brain will take to calculate that? If I will give you calculator, so calculator along with human brain will calculate 1 day weather forecast in 200 years. And if I give you PC, personal computer, okay, and you will use programs, using that, if you will start calculating the earth level to the cloud level, okay, to give the 1 day weather forecast, you will take 100 years. Now, our supercomputer computes this weather forecast within 50 minutes. Within 15 minutes, a supercomputer will calculate this. So the nature is same, but there is a beautiful sense in Hindi. This is for the Charles Babbage, who is the father of computer, and he has developed two computers, that is analytical engine and the difference engine. Hats off to Charles Babbage. एक अच्छी सी लाइन हिंदी में है, तुम्हारे ही टेक्नोलॉजी से बना हुआ, तुम्हारे ही ब्रेन, अभी जस्ट मैंने तुम्हें दिखाया कि ब्रेन एंड सीपीयू, तुम्हारे ही ब्रेन के टेक्नोलॉजी से बना हुआ ये कंप्यूटर तुम्हें जन्मों पीछे छोड़ दिया. दिस इज व्हाट द नेचर ऑफ कंप्यूटर इज. I hope it is clear. Now, I will shift to the block structure of a computer system. Now look at the block structure of a computer system. It has 4 units: input unit, output unit, storage unit, and central processing unit, CPU. Input unit. A process of inserting data. You see data and instruction is there. A process of inserting data into the computer is called input, and a device which does this is called input device. Now moving to the output device. A process of getting result from the computer is called output, and a device which does this is called output device. Now moving to the central processing unit. As you have seen before, CU, that is control unit, and ALU is an arithmetic logic unit. As I have explained before about CU and ALU, I'll come here. Okay. So this is the central processing unit. Next is storage unit. That is memory. I've shown you just now real life memory and the random access memory. Random access memory comes under the primary storage. So memory or the storage device is divided in two parts: primary storage and the secondary storage. The example of primary storage is RAM, random access memory, and the example of secondary storage is hard disk. The difference between primary storage and the secondary storage is primary storage is a volatile memory, whereas secondary storage is non-volatile memory. Here, as soon as, in case of primary storage, as soon as you switch off the computer, the content of memory will be erased or deleted. But in case of secondary memory, it's permanent in nature. Your information or data or instruction will be stored permanently in secondary memory, that is hard disk. So let's see the functional details of block diagram of a computer system. Your program or data. Let's take the example of program. Program is nothing but a set of instructions. And let me say the input device is keyboard, mouse, scanner, microphone, and the output device is monitor, printer, LED, and speakers. Now, program. You are inserting program using keyboard to the storage unit, right? As I've told you before. So program is nothing but a set of instruction given to the computer to perform a particular task, right? So that set of instruction you are inserting through the keyboard to the storage unit. It goes to primary storage, that is RAM. Okay, here you see control unit is connected with the dotted line because your throwing speed and computer's accepting speed should match. If you are throwing in 60 and computer is accepting in 100, mismatch. If computer is throwing in 100 and you are accepting in 60, then also mismatch. So here the control unit is connected to the input unit. Okay. And to control the flow, the control unit controls the flow of instruction. So when the keyboard is inserting data in a storage unit, the control unit controls the flow. Once again, when the instruction goes from the storage unit to the central processing unit, once again you see in middle there is a dotted line connected to the control unit. So the flow of data or instruction is controlled by the control unit. If it is not controlled, then it will bounce. Your monitor will not show the exact output, isn't it? So here your program goes from input unit to the primary storage. Next, it goes for execution to the arithmetic logic unit. Okay, and from arithmetic logic unit, it goes back. So incoming arrow and outgoing arrow, we are watching from the storage unit to the central processing unit. You see incoming arrow, there is one incoming arrow and one is outgoing arrow. So instruction comes from storage unit to the central processing unit for executions. Next goes back to the primary storage for result. And that result will be displayed on the screen, that is monitor, either soft copy monitor or you can take on printer, LED, speaker. So this is what the block structure of a computer system is. So my dear students, this is all about today's lesson. So my dear students, finally I would like to ask, if you have any doubt in nature of computer and block structure of computer, you can ask me via Urban Pro. And if you have any doubt in computer architecture itself, you can ask in question section. You can ask, I will answer. I'm here to answer you. So bye-bye and stay home, stay safe.